So a lot of our orientation, also when it comes to spiritual teachings, is we start to look for this thing called truth or reality or the awakened state, and we're looking for it in the same way that we look for any other object that we might have misplaced or lost, or if somebody's pointing somewhere in the distance, we look in the distance. This is all kind of a version of what I call looking for. And of course, in spirituality, when we hear spiritual teachings, we begin to look for what we think or how we understand those spiritual teachings, how they describe our true nature, how they describe the more awakened state. And so there's a great momentum, really, because we're so conditioned to look for everything in a particular way. But think of it not as so much as that you're looking for something, but we're drawing attention to where you're looking from, right? So it's not about looking for, what can I see, even if it's very subtle, when there's talk of awareness, let's say, which is a very approachable doorway because it's so simple, because awareness is part of every single experience, every single perception. All of them rely on the basic fact of awareness. Without awareness, we have no experience of anything. We wouldn't even have the experience of nothingness, or the experience of oblivion if there wasn't a kind of basic awareness that was present in order to have those experiences. Awareness, in a certain sense, is what lights up all of our perceptions and all of our experiences. So your and my experience of this moment is made possible, is made perceivable, only because there is an already existing present awareness that's functioning already. And so since awareness is functioning already, this is where it's easy to get kind of caught up, because when you hear teachings about awareness, we look for something, and like I said, on the outside, we can look for objects out in front of us or around us. Or if we can go inside, we might start to meditate, we might begin very internalized. But also, we look for things internally from the same sort of conditioned standpoint, looking for an object. We just switch from exterior objects, and then when we hear the teaching to look within, we tend to look within, and we're looking for more subtle interior objects. So you can be looking for a given experience you've heard about or read about, or that you want to have a certain feeling state. It's just a different way. It's just often a turning of attention from outward to inward. But it's really important to recognize, to see, am I actually looking from the same conditioned standpoint? Meaning, am I looking for something? Doesn't matter if I'm looking outside or inside. If I'm looking for something, I'll very likely miss where I'm looking from. Because you can't turn where you're looking from into something that you can grasp, something you can know as an object. You can never find it that way. So to start from the very beginning, to recognize that we're not looking for something. The inquiry, the investigation, is not about looking for the right experience, looking for the experience of even, say, peace, for instance, or happiness, or bliss, or any of these things. Strictly speaking, you can't really look for awareness, because awareness is actually that light which is making all of your other experiences and perceptions possible. As I said